All right, so welcome to Thrive and Drive. Holidays are over with, and now it begins of heading out west. I know that holidays were a lot of fun. We got to see a lot of friends and family. I know that, you know, it's so funny when you come back to an area that you love and there's a lot of people that really want to see you, and you do your best. You try to do everything you can to see everyone. But that's even a challenge in itself when you're talking about just a couple of weeks. What's your thoughts on it?
It's been fun seeing everybody, like you said. We have jammed in as many visits as we absolutely possibly could. So it gives everybody, most everybody. So it was fun to be home for the holidays, be with family, be with friends. But I'm excited. We're headed west. So this is the second chapter of our trip, and I'm excited. So
it's going to be interesting to see what tomorrow brings. So we're going to go ahead and get on the road, and so this should be a lot of fun. I think our direction we're heading is going to be south first because we want to get down to a little bit warmer weather so we don't have things freezing and all that great stuff. And plus we want to enjoy some warmer weather and go see what New Orleans has to offer.
Yep, New Orleans, here we go.
All right, we'll see you guys soon. All right, so welcome to Thrive and Drive. Andy, where are we at?
We are at Kliebert Gator Tours.
Ooh, so this should be pretty fun. Now, it's a little cool out, and we'll be seeing some big snapping turtles. Not sure on the gators we'll see, but there's a lot of other things here that we're going to be able to see, so it should be a lot of fun. Hopefully, this is a good taste of Louisiana. Jake, are you excited?
Yes.
All right, Becca, what about you? All right, so when I walked in to pay, just to let everybody know, when you walk in to pay, watch where you step, because they do have live gators. Now, they're little, but they're laying in the middle of the floor, so you kind of have to be careful where you're stepping because you might accidentally step on one. And I know you probably think I'm joking with you, but I'm not joking. I am very serious. So let's go in. So is this gator here? Is it a girl?
It's a girl. So that is actually a cousin of the American alligator. That's called a Cayman.
Oh, okay.
She is a girl.
And you can pet this?
Oh yeah.
This one?
You can pet her. You can hold her. The only thing I don't want you guys to do is willy-nilly fool around her mouth or put your fingers in her mouth. Because if you put your fingers in her mouth, what you gonna do? Close her mouth.
There. So just pick her up like a baby, huh?
Yep.
Oh, come on, baby. She's hissing a little bit, is that okay?
So what you want to do is you want to take her and you want to turn her towards yourself.
Oh, okay.
And put her belly on her.
Oh, put her belly on her.
Because normally she walks like that, so any way you can get that flat on you, that's the way she's going to feel most secure.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a good girl. Lay her across you.
Yes.
Hold on to her. Hold on to her. Hold her against your body. Get hold of her. Like a baby.
Yeah, just like that.
Jake is now the gator wrangler. So ever since he was little bitty, like 4 years old, we went to Bass Pro. That's a big gator, and we always watched Swamp People. So he would always jump off of his bed and tackle this like 6 foot long gator, and he dragged me by the tail. His dad tagged me. Throw it down a bit, and he would always do it. I'm like, okay, I know you tagged. You tagged it yesterday, and the day before, and the day before. So ever since he was little, I told him, so like when we came here, I thought we have to go and check out and see the gators. It was pretty funny.
You guys know that the owner is on Swamp People?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Cool.
That's him right there. This is the autograph picture if you want it.
Ooh, that's pretty awesome,
That's
Jake.
cool.
Come here, baby.
Yeah, this is his family. So him in the middle, he actually ran the old alligator farm, but that closed down just because he actually decided to pass away. So we're not a farm We are a wildlife education facility now, so we don't really farm our animals. We don't make them have babies to sell them. If they do breed, then that's fine. We do sell some of those, but we give other ones to educational facilities, and of course we keep most of them ourselves.
That's pretty awesome. There you go, Jake. That's pretty awesome. Well, show it to the camera. Show them what you got. All right.
I want to hold it.
You want to hold her? Put your arms out. You got to hold her like a baby. Come.
Calm down.
Hold her like a baby. Arms around her.
Lean against you.
Got her. Her back up so if you can see.
What do you think?
It's kind of scary.
Is wrapped around you so that they are sure that they can hold on.
What are you thinking there, sis?
Are you okay?
Awesome.
So did you guys see how he just sniffed the camera just then? Now see if that was a rabbit, what would he do?
Oh, he'd have had it.
He would have had it, yep.
What do you think, Jake?
That's cool.
What is it known for hunting during the nighttime? Slit-shaped pupils give them more space and time to dilate whenever the light changes. So it does.
I petted him a few minutes ago and the dachshund got upset about it.
Yeah. She's an attention hog.
Can you hold it? Or hold
Yeah. So the best way to do it is to take one hand and put it on the chest, and then take this hand and put it on the bum, and then take the bum hand and scoop it under.
all the way trophy.
Yep. Scoop it up. So that is like he's sitting in his mom's couch right now.
He might be pooping.
Yeah, it's okay. They do that.
So sometimes in the summertime when they're out of their enclosure, they actually, whenever they see ladies with their toenails painted, they think that they're berries, so they might try to like taste your toes. But these are strict vegetarians, so they only really eat fruits and veggies. They eat a lot of grass. An alligator pond, and most of the turtles in here are relatively safe compared to the alligators, just because alligators like to eat turtles. It's not that big of a deal if they eat one or two, but most of the turtles in here are big enough to be able to kind of defend themselves against the alligators. But the alligators that will go in that enclosure are right in here. So I will let you guys know, don't hang anything over the enclosure, and you guys are more than welcome to gather around. So don't hang anything inside of the enclosure, just because these guys are not friendly at all.
That's a lot of horses.
So these guys in here, they don't really have too much energy right now because their water is extremely cold. But these guys, compared to crocodiles and caiman, they can actually deal with the cold quite well. Now, crocodiles, we do have to keep their water at an ambient temperature around 70 to 85 degrees, which is perfect for them during the winter. But alligators, they can deal with any type of cold, really. They are found up into the Carolinas. So they can successfully deal. Right behind the eye, there's going to be a little opening. Now, when they get stressed, they're going to close that opening. When they're going underwater, they're going to close that opening. And yeah, they can hear pretty well, though. I know the crocodiles can hear it when I'm banging on the bucket in the morning with the food during the summer.
Right? I
Come
wonder
on.
why they like
That's what I want one as a pet, honey.
No.
What? Now that's a snapper.
All right. So both of these guys in here are snapping turtles, but they are two different species of snapping turtles. So the one inside the enclosure, that one is our alligator snapping turtle. That one is actually the biggest freshwater turtle here in North America. Now the one that I'm holding in my hand, that's our common snapping turtle, and that is the second largest species in North America.
What just happened to its eyes?
Get me. Come on now.
His neck can come out really long, so just
Yeah.
be careful.
It's okay. He's like, nah, that's not a finger.
With the alligator, will it get itself back into the water tank?
Yeah, they can go in and out as they please. Honestly, he's probably gonna stay out for a little bit since it's sunny and get some energy. But this guy right here, this guy is probably only around 10 to 15 years old, but he's gonna grow a lot larger, especially since he's here in captivity. Now, if these guys were on the side of the road or something like that, you would probably find a group of Cajuns fighting over them to make them into soup. And speaking of that, that's actually what our man Spike was supposed to become, was either barbecue turtle or turtle soup. But let's talk about the different species first. I'll talk about the common snapping turtle first. So the most prominent part of the common snapping turtle is, first of all, their bite, and second of all, their neck. So this guy right here, if he bites your body part, do you guys think you would lose that body part?
What, this one? I don't know.
I think you would lose it and then it would grow back.
No, we're not losing her.
If he bit your finger.
If he bit her finger off, he might be able to take her finger off, but
So this
See
guy
that?
in here, he is, if he bit my finger right now, he would continue to stay attached because I would actually get to keep that body part. Whereas if the guy inside of the enclosure bit it, I would actually have to leave with that body part not on my body anymore.
so you're saying you're not going to pick that one up out of there for us?
Oh, I will.
Oh, she will.
Like I said, the neck is one of the most prominent parts. Let's see if he wants to show you guys. He won't bite me. So that's one of the most prominent parts. And that does come in handy whenever they are hunting for their prey. So these guys are actively gonna hunt for prey, whereas he's gonna just sit and wait.
Whoa.
So this is Spike. Come on, Spike. So Spike here, he is our alligator snapping turtle, and can you guys take a wild guess on how old he is?
A couple hundred.
500.
So this guy right here, he is around 140 years old. He was found in the mid-1970s, a little bit smaller than this. He did grow a tad bit, but he was comparable in size to the size he is right now. Now, he was a really lucky turtle in the sense that he was supposed to become soup or a barbecue turtle, but he ended up with us as a pet. But you can still actively take these guys out of the water and eat them. It just depends on how many and the time frame that you're doing it. But if you guys can see the mouth up there, or the beak
Look
at
at
the
that
front
beak.
of the face,
Yeah.
that is made out of solid exposed bone, and it works just like a paper cutter, so it severs objects. So if I was to get my finger or hand in his mouth, he would sever it. So, you guys see how he's sitting right there? Do you guys know what that means?
He's waiting for prey.
Kind of. So what that means is that all day he's been sitting out in the sun, and he opens his mouth like that. It's kind of like panting from a dog. So when he opens his mouth like that, that means his body has gotten all the heat that it needs to have his energy to eat his food and all that good stuff. And what he's doing right now by opening his mouth is releasing excess heat. So any extra heat that's in his body is coming out right through his mouth. This is the worst ever time to mess with a crocodile or alligator. That means all their batteries are charged up and they are ready to either fight or flight or eat food. Now Gumbo here, he is a Nile crocodile, so he's gonna get a lot bigger than you see right here. He's only 10 feet, but he will get about 18 feet. And he actually is one of the most aggressive species of crocodile. Him himself, he's not very aggressive. He's actually more predictable compared to his girlfriend. But his girlfriend right here, her name is Jazz. She knows what I'm talking about. But his girlfriend's name is Jazz, and she's another Mexican or Moralettes crocodile.
Did you ride?
Huh?
Did you ride one?
If they were nice enough. But these guys are not nice enough. or want to know anything additional about any of our animals, just go ahead and ask. I don't know if I told y'all my name yet. It's Terry, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Carrie. Thank
to
you.
meet you guys.
You are very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. Y'all
Very
have fun,
knowledgeable.
right?
Yeah.
It's better.
That's a lot like that.
Well, folks, that was the tour here in Hammond, Louisiana, and man, it's pretty cool to be able to see all the gators and be able to get as close as you can into the Caymans. I would definitely say they've got a lot of stuff that's happening here. They've got a lot of building that's going on, so they said the next time we come back, this should be a whole lot different and look different here. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and head in. T Mike, if you could tell us just a little bit about like what you're doing here, and then from the standpoint of like all the animals, all the stuff that we're doing. I mean, we came to see alligators, and we saw alligators, and we saw caimans and snakes, and so it's been amazing. But I think there's more behind what you got.
Yeah, well, we are basically continuing the family tradition.
Wow.
And the family tradition is we were always known as the alligator people. Still today, people say alligators, they always say, you talking about Klieberts, or have you ever been to Klieberts? And my whole life growing up, everybody I met, how you doing? I'm T Mike Kliebert, and I go, oh, you're one of those Kliebert people, the Gator people. Yeah, that's me, I guess. You know, it's kind of stuck with us. And
That's awesome.
so continue what my great-grandpa started, and then
Yeah, you mentioned about like
Just
digging
kinda-
up eggs and
digging turtle eggs,
Digging
and
turtle eggs.
my whole life as a 6-year-old kid, getting off the school bus, digging turtle eggs, and helping my grandpa, and then getting a little older, fighting with my grandpa, leaving and going to other jobs, and realizing the grass wasn't greener on the other side as it was with the family.
Yeah, definitely.
We don't make a lot of money, but I love what I do.
And I think that's the most important part. I think that's where, like with us, that's
Yeah.
what we
As
have
long as you
found.
provide for your family,
We're
and
providing for our
have a meal
family.
on the table and a roof over your head,
You
and
got it, man. Amen.
whether it's riding around the country or
Yeah.
living in one spot with a bunch of reptiles.
There's nothing wrong with that, is it?
It's God's blessing.
Yeah, it sounds like it. It sounds like it. Well, T Mike, I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate.
I appreciate y'all coming out.
This place and the education piece of this is amazing.
That's
from
what
the
we.
standpoint.
That's what we aim at. It does help us on our taxes as well, but that's not why we do it.
Sure.
We do it because we like to teach the kids. Growing up now, it's a bunch of kids with video games, and
Yeah.
we try to aim for the kids to go outside more and want to grow up and do what I grew up doing.
Yeah.
I try to teach my kids the same aspect of life and respecting wildlife and not killing animals. And if you kill it, you got to eat it.
That's right.
That's what I always taught. So.
That's right.
And then learning also about the animals that surround you, native animals and animals that also aren't from here.
Yeah.
So you learn to love and have a passion for everything that we do.
And it seems like you guys definitely provide that here at your guys' establishment. So
We try. It's a little, off right now because we're just, moving and getting
Sure.
everything going. But we're working. Everybody's like, when are you gonna finish? We'll never be finished.
Right.
Our aim is so high. I might
good.
be dead and gone when it happens, but I'm building something for the future, for my kids, for their kids, and even other kids.
Well, T Mike, how can if people come down here to vacation, or if they're down here, what is like from the standpoint of finding you? Like, what's the best way to get in contact, or the best way to?
Well, I'll tell you what,
get
we don't do much
hours?
advertising. Most of our things, people getting on their phone and hitting Google and say, alligator farms or alligators in Louisiana, and what do you know? We're one of the first ones to pop up. And what we do, we are the first alligator farm in Louisiana, which we're no longer classified as a farm, but we have been here since the 30s.
Wow,
And we're working on 5 generations of Klieberts doing what we do. And
that's amazing.
I was never a farmer. That's what my grandpa didn't really like about it too much. But growing up, I didn't like to kill the alligators that we raised. And he was a farmer. He was hardcore about it. And he was one of the guys out there that helped other farmers in Louisiana start their farms.
Yeah.
And taught a lot wildlife fisheries about raising alligators. And farm them, market them, and just everything. The best way to make you money and do what you're doing to be able to survive. And now, like I said, no, it's not really much money, and now because farming and money's went down, watching small people and everything like that, the cost of alligators, you usually spend more money come out of pocket than. But again, it's our passion. It's what we love. We try every year to find a new way to make money to be able to survive by. But as long as we can have a roof over our head and do what we do and help animals and help children and help people, I love it.
Good.
So,
Good.
Can't beat it.
No, I can believe it. I can believe it. Yeah, it was funny when we're at the Yogi Bear campground, not too far from here, and one of the guys that was working here, or working there, he was just like, "Hey, this is where you need to go. You want to see alligators? This is the family that you wanna go see."
Yeah.
And talk
Unfortunately,
to.
I'm sorry about some of the big ones. I know.
No,
the weather and
the weather. That's that time of year. I mean,
that's
I
a lot of
understand.
people out of state that don't realize that it's always hot in Louisiana. It's not.
Yeah.
It gets pretty cold. The coldest it gets, I believe, down to 15 to 16 degrees. You know,
Wow.
and
I
6
didn't know
inches of
that.
snow a couple years ago.
Wow.
We're talking about babysitting a bunch of animals. We had them in our houses. We had them in the gift shop. So
Oh my gosh.
yeah, it's actually clean in here, Dad. So
Well, I really thank you for your
we
time.
thank you, man. We
so
look
much.
forward to seeing you in the future.
Yeah,
And anybody
yeah.
wants to come out and join us, ask for a short round guy with a beard, which would be myself. Again, T Mike, we really love you coming in. Come out and learn some things. Learn about what we do, whether it's hunting gators, raising gators, conservation. We do it all, and we want to teach it. So,
Well, thank you very much.
all right, thank you.
Thank you. There you go. There you go.
Oh, that's cool.
Sit down.
Jake, hope to see you.
Don't bump my fingers.
Hey guys, we just finished our Gator tour at Kliebert Gator Tours here in Louisiana, and it was really,
awesome.
really good.
Yeah.
It's kind of a work in progress at the moment. While we're here, they're moving from
One location to their new
another
location.
but the staff was very knowledgeable about all of the different
Yes.
reptiles that they had and a wide variety of animals. We got to get up close and personal with.
Big monster turtle. What kind of turtle was that again? It was a crocodile turtle, I think it was, or will they have a crocodile sniper? Anyways,
It was a big
monsters. Yeah.
The bears.
They are the oldest gator farm.
They were the oldest gator farm in Louisiana, and
Yes.
they've been around since the 30s.
Yeah, 1930s, which is pretty amazing. Anyways, it's a great place to come and visit. They're very knowledgeable. If you ever watch Swamp People, they have been on there. Anyways, I would definitely say this is a place to kind of check out and see. If you're ever down in Louisiana, they'll welcome you with open arms here, like you're just part of the family, and show you pictures and show you all the different gators that they have. And if you come down during the warmer season, because we're down here and it's January, the gators would be a whole lot more active with us. We didn't get to see as many, but we get the whole Cayman and some snakes and stuff, which was a lot of fun. But I think the kids really enjoyed it. We really enjoyed it, and we can definitely say this is a place to come and visit. If you're down in Louisiana, it's very family oriented, and so we appreciate being able to see this. It's pretty awesome. Go.
I want to try it and like do the thing.